ready for a garden tour. I bet you all are. So we'll start off over here. 3 pots. I think I have one of something growing there, one holy basil, but the other ones didn't grow. So this is my hospital here, so I can keep track to see what's going on. Those are my chives. They actually came back from last year that I planted. So I got some lavender growing. Echinacea, but there's some green onion that made its way back. Pansies, violets, borage, got a lot of borage, marigold and calendula, bee balm. Then we'll get into here. I have, like I said, lavender, yarrow, got some lavage, fennel, and a radish that's making its way up. I went and bought some thyme and rosemary. There's wildflowers and some other stuff coming up. We'll just see what it is. Got some marjoram, tarragon, thyme, feverfew. I did 2 boxes of those. Some anise, angelica. These came back from last year, but I did plant some dill in there too. So there's like parsley and cilantro. And there's some tomato volunteers, so we'll see what comes up as well with that. Be the salsa package here. And then got some hyssop coming up, calendula, sweet basil, lemongrass, more calendula, and I don't know what that thing is, but Michael gave it to me for Mother's Day 3 Mother's Days ago, and it doesn't die, and so it just gets to live here. And I got some dill, got me a purple basil today, sweet basil, sage is coming up, and I don't know what's coming up with it. It's a volunteer. More violets, cilantro, and the strawberries. My strawberry container from last year, and I planted my violets in here. So these are gonna be good. Everything that I planted this year has a purpose. So if you're a flower, maybe a petunia or snapdragon would have made its way back, but I didn't plant anything that didn't. I have planted my sprouted russet potatoes, and they will come up. Here I planted in the back there sweet potato, and then what's coming up, and I'm actually, what they call it is earthing them up. So I guess when the potatoes sprout up, you're supposed to cover them with dirt, or AKA earth them up. I just learned this yesterday. I'm Irish. I got to learn how to grow a potato. So here I got some radishes. Carrots are coming up, but I replanted carrots and radishes, so hopefully I have root vegetables all summer, or continuing. And then I planted some beets. Then we got some lettuces and some arugula right here. I had some sprouted onions, so I decided to throw those in the ground. Here I have squash and zucchinis. I got some peas and beans coming up. I have a very sad cucumber, and I was like, why is it sad? And then I found an old tomato in there, and I'm like, oh. So I took it out, and let's see if we can save it. But I thought I had kept all my tomato pots together, because I had figured this out last year, because my zucchini and squash didn't do well. I'd get like 1 a week, if that. More beans. Planted a rosemary here. I got a borage, a calendula, and some nasturtiums. These were my volunteer tomatoes that I'm gonna give to friends. More calendula. Then I bought a purple pepper, a habanero pepper. I have Thai dragons, some gypsy sweets, jalapenos, and I forget what that is. It's a hot pepper. Different tomato heirlooms. That these were all grown from seed that I started like in March, I think. That big plant right there is called marshmallow. It's good for respiratory stuff, and it's also good for leaky gut syndrome. So the roots and the leaves are both good, and then the flowers as well when it grows. Right there's chamomile, and it makes great tea. And when you make fresh chamomile tea, it's nothing like you've ever experienced. That's a sage, purple sage, more sage that just came up from last year. Then I have a pineapple sage, and those are the sage that came back. Then I have a lemon balm, spearmint, peppermint, lemongrass, marjoram, tarragon, and, oh no, that's marjoram, oregano, and then marjoram. I have a sad pepper here. There. It'll be okay. And then like I said, my peppers. Then I have spinach, lettuce. I forget. Oh no, that's lettuce. This is kale. Kale, lettuce, and rainbow chard. And back here, I have more beans. These were from seed saving. And look at, I got popcorn coming up. Yeah, baby. I'm excited. And I have a little watermelon right here that's being planted. It hasn't come up yet. I also planted lettuces and rainbow chard in this crack. I saw like a YouTube or something that they do it in Indonesia, like in the streets, they plant corn and like lettuces and stuff. So I was like, well, let's try it. Let's see if we can make it work. Stay tuned as the garden grows, and follow me on the Instagram at Naknuwila Sarah. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video. Thank you. Have a great day.